what up? It's your boy DaikenXDan here, back with another Epic 7 video for you all. So, today is Patch Notes Day, and episode 2, the God Killer, is coming to us. So let's go and get started inside these patch notes and see what they got to offer. Alright, so first thing we can see here is that the main screen for the title screen is going to be changed to the episode 2 logo. It looks really cool. I'm going to update some PNGs I see. Epic 7 God Killer. Looks really cool. I like how it looks with the... They're really going with like the purple, blue colors that they've been trying to like promote. It looks really nice. So the Rotted Earth Cydonia. The continent south of Britannia, formerly known as the Rotted Earth, has been changed to Cydonia. Cydonia 1, Jordan Borderlands, and 2, the Crimson City, Meldrick are now open. So we're going to be getting chapters 1 and 2 for this update. It says new areas for episode 2, God Killers, chapter 1 and 2, and the sub-quests and quests are now accessible. New monsters and equipment have been added. While playing new stages, players can receive new level 44 equipment such as Spear and Myrrh weapon, Akin Army helmet, and Akin Army chest piece armor, and Perlin leather boots. New 2-star monsters have been added to the Friendship Summon and Secret Shop. Nice. Chapter 1, a great wasteland covered in rocky mountains and hills. The Jordan Borderlands are located just next to the continent of Britannia. Players can access Jordan Borderlands after clearing 1010, Shikrin Hall, and East Tanner of the main story normal difficulty. So this is going to be the first chapter right here. This is the layout of it. Once again, they are doing it a little bit different this time, like they were saying. So as you notice, there isn't a world difficulty button here. And the reason why is because we'll be getting to it in a little bit later. I'm pretty sure it's in the patch notes here. But yeah, you can see the new stages, and already starting off in normal difficulty. As you can see here, the monsters are level 47, so they are upping the difficulty to the world difficulty, and I guess the world difficulty is actually going to be a little bit harder. So get ready for that, guys. I'm very excited for the new challenges that may await from the new story mode. That seems very good. So chapter 2, Crimson City, Meldrick, a city founded by the Moor, who are exceptionally talented in controlling fire. Energy collected from the river of fire that runs deep within the underground city is used to power magical machines. Players can access Crimson City, Meldrick, after clearing 110, East Fire Tongue Tunnel, and Jordan Borderlands of the main story. So, obviously after chapter 2. And this is a cool character. I wonder if he's a character we can play with. That's not the other guy, because I have seen him already in the patch notes, and he has a bandana, so it's not him. But this guy name is Red Smoke Pyro. We can't have strangers roaming around our city. Alright, so the Merchant Gil Ap Exchange. Attain special items and equipment that can only be attained via AP Exchange in Cydonia. That sounds very nice. So there's a Merchant Guild in AP Exchange. That's unique. Players will be able to access the AP Exchange after clearing specific stages and completing various missions. So just Mirosa. Okay, so this is how we're going to get some more Orbises for our sanctuary here. So more Orbises, and they were hinting in the patch note, or not in the patch notes, but in the festival announcements, that we're going to be getting gear now through the AP Exchange, and I think this is where they're going to be showing that. So before you have to do that, it says after successfully clearing these missions, player may then access the AP Exchange. So it's basically like you got to do like the series of missions you got to do when you're trying to do like a specialty change almost, or when you're trying to do like a connection hero. You got to gift a bunch of things, you got to fight a bunch of monsters, and then you get access to the shop. This is very interesting right here. So I guess you got to do a little bit more to access the shop, which is fine in a sense. It's not, I don't think it's that bad. Considering that you're getting this is how you're going to get your Orbis, an extra weapon as well, and of course the catalyst that you're going to be needing throughout the week. So I think this is a very good way for them to implement, hey, you're getting all the stuff you need in one place, but it's going to be a little bit harder to get it. You know, it's just a nice balancing of the game in that sense of you get this stuff, but you're going to have to work a little bit harder to get, which is fine. It's totally understandable. And of course, they don't have the epic catalyst here no more. Remember in the last announcements that we were talking about, we're going to be able to craft those and get them from different ways now. So just keep that in mind. So yeah, this is the cost of everything that you have in there. Okay, so it is, yeah, I didn't even see that. Once per count for the equipment. So yeah, I mean that makes sense. Yeah. So yeah, you definitely get it one time, and I'm pretty sure they got more than one piece. Yeah, they do. Okay, they got it right here. So this is the one you get in Jordan Borderlands, and this is the one you get in the Meldrick. So you get the ring in Meldrick. Nice. Let's see the stats here. Attack, health, speed. Yeah, these are real good. Yeah. Okay, cool. Health, speed, crit chance, crit damage on attack percent. Yeah, nice. Nice. New repetitions have been added. Approaching danger, conclave, and keeping the fire burning, conclave. For the pursuit of knowledge, 1-3 merchant union. Okay, so new repetition rewards. And this is the new hero right here. Karasu Kawazu. A warrior of Ember Storm tribe who ascended to Great Chief at a young age. Meet this hero via connections as well as through covenant summonings. Okay, yeah, so he's going to be the new hero that we are going to be able to get through the connections. That's very good that they're adding more. They did say there were, so he's going to be the start of the new connection heroes. So let's go ahead and get into his skills here. It says Khawazu is a fire element warrior with the debuff the enemy while dispelling him or an ally. Khawazu first skill, Flame Strike, has a chance to burn the enemy, and its third skill, Ember Storm, has the ability to make the target unhillable. His second skill, Composure, is a passive skill which can dispel debuffs and increase the target's attack. So, Flame Strike here says attacks the enemy with a ball of flame with 25, maximum 50, chance to burn for 2 turns, and if you soul burn it for 10 souls, you get a 100% chance for burn. So that's not bad. His S1 sounds decent. Okay. And his S2 is a passive. All debuffs are dispelled with Burning Vitality is activated. Wait, all debuffs are dispelled. Wow, so he dispelled debuffs that are on him? Okay. And Burning Vitality is activated. If attacked while debuffed, can only be activated once. Oh, so Burning Vitality is activated if attacked while debuffed. Can only be activated once every 3 to 2 turns. Okay. So if he's debuffed, he dispels it and Burning Vitality is activated. But it only happens once every 3 turns. So if you debuff him and then it happens and then you debuff him again and hit him, then I'm guessing that's how you get Burning Vitality. What does Burning Vitality do right here? Increases attack of the caster for 2 turns. Okay. And it says Ember Storm. The After Awakening version is attack with fiery explosions, making the target unhillable for 2 turns. Just an unhillable for 2 turns? He doesn't seem... That's interesting. His S3 doesn't seem to do much. Maybe where he's missing, I feel like in like... I don't know, the utility department or what I wanted to see. He definitely is strong in as far as the damage department. I got to see his modifiers, like how much is his Burning Vitality modifying his skill output as far as this. What's the modifier on this and what's the modifier on his S3, and how much is he increasing his modifiers through the Burning Vitality. I think that will make or break him. Because so far, he doesn't seem like nothing I would be looking for. But, I mean, overall, you know, new characters, you know, can't complain there. So, that's nice. But, I definitely want to see the modifiers for those skills for sure. Alright, let's continue, guys. Connection added. Oh, yeah, players can receive 100% friendship level Khawazu by completing the connections displayed in the main lobby. In order to begin this connection missions, players must find Sidonia 2, 210, Malice Refuge. So, basically, you gotta clear that. Eliminate 300 of these. Give 10 proofs of courage and 400 Meldrick Adventure points. Okay, cool. So it don't seem too bad. And of course, we are getting Fallen Cecilia. She is finally joining the fray. She was in the journal for a while, so you can actually preview her skills. But once again, just in case you haven't seen her skills, I'm gonna go over them quickly, just in case you haven't seen too much of her. So Fallen Cecilia is a dark elemental knight who specializes in protecting her allies with strong instinct. Fallen Cecilia grants a barrier to all allies at the beginning of battle. She also grants a barrier to the allies with the lowest hill that at the end of the turn. I think that's a mistranslation, making her excellent at protecting allies. Furthermore, mistake high chance to provoke combined with spear, a resentment skill nullifier, greatly improves the team's stability. So basically, from her skills, she attacks with a Spear of Revenge with 85 maximum 100% chance to provoke. Damage dealt increased proportional to the max's health. So of course you want to have her very tanky, have max a lot of health because she scales off health for everything she does. Her After Awakening passive grants a barrier for 2 turns to all allies at the beginning of battle and granting a barrier for 2 turns to the ally with the lowest health at the end of the caster's turn. Barrier strength increases proportional to the caster's max health once again. Attacks all enemies in an explosion of spiteful emotion, granting all allies skill nullifier, neglecting damage received from the next skill attack. Damage dealt increased proportional to the caster's max health. So this unit, like I said before in my previous videos when she was showed off, she seems like a PvP monster. You pair her with like a Crimson Armin, and she, like, that team is gonna be stall city. Just barriers everywhere, mad health, provoking, nullifiers everywhere. It's a lot to deal with, it seemed like. So she seemed like she's gonna be pretty good. Looking forward to seeing her around the meta, just to probably shift things up. Maybe some characters may go up and down depending how useful she is. You only got so many spots to put in the team, right? Anyway, let's go and get into the side story. So like I said, the how there was no world story, this I believe is what they're trying to do. So they're trying to do like side story world story. I don't know if it's just for episode 1 or this is going to be the format for the whole, but let's go and get into it and take a look. Episode 1's world difficulty prologue has been added as a special side story. The world difficulty mode found in Britannia has been as a side story and can no longer be accessed from Britannia world map. Players can access unrecorded history as clearing 10 Shrieking Hall and each turn on the main story normal difficulty. Unrecorded history, yep. The AP exchange earned in adventure mode in Britannia will be separate from the AP points that can be used in the side story. Just keep that in mind. The AP received in adventure mode in Britannia will be transferred to the side story unrecorded history. So they will be transferred, but they're separate. But it's a separate one. After the transfer, the AP displayed in the adventure points in Britannia will be reset to 0. Whew, okay. The AP exchange located in Britannia would no longer sell Epic Catalyst after this update. That's what we were just talking about not too long ago, guys. Repetition has been added to the side story unrecorded history. If already completed, players will now clear the stages again in order to receive the rewards in unrecorded history. So once again, as we stated in the announcement video that I was making, they are giving us rewards that are going to be Epic Catalysts this time. A bunch of Epic Catalysts. This is how you're going to get a bunch of other Epic Catalysts through the repetitions of these. I think it's a cool thing. It's just another way for it to get Epic Catalysts because they're taking them from the AP shop. So they're making them repetition rewards. And of course, we're going to be able to craft them soon too. So it's not bad. I think it's pretty good. Other player progression from Battalion World difficulty would transfer to the side story and unrecorded history. Players will be able to receive urgent missions requests. Okay, so we will be able to get our urgent missions from there as well. As long as all requirements have been filled, players can enter unrecorded history at any time. There is no exclusive event currency. So you will be able to enter this all the time. I think so. Is this going to be an event that's just always here? That's interesting if that's how it works. Or is it like for a set duration time? And I don't think it is for a set duration time. I think this is always going to be here. Because if you look here in the image, I know it's probably hard to see, but it says 8 days left for the Chosen Shaman event, episode 2 prologue. But if we look at the episode 1 epilogue, there's no time here. So I think this is just always going to be here for us to like go inside of, because it is technically the world difficulty for chapter 1. So I think it may just always be here. That's interesting that they're taking this route with it. Yeah, I think it's very interesting. There will be no exchange heroes in the side story and unrecorded history. Quests have been removed. Okay, so quests have been removed. The special change of all angelic Monterosi can be continued in both adventure mode as well as the unrecorded history side story. Okay, so they're not going to stop that. Acquire 800 Ezra adventure points. Okay. Alright, and of course, we are getting the new account level. We're going to be getting level 65. And with that, of course, the secret shop is going to level up again. So it says the maximum account level has increased to 60 to 65. And the secret store max level as well as items sold in the store have been improved. That's good. So here's the new level. So this is how much you're going to be able to have to pay. So we're going to pay 300,000 gold to level it to level 13. Improvements. 3 new sets have been added to the secret shop. Rage set, Unity set, and Immunity set have been also added. And then of course, they are changing the probability of us receiving lower equipment, and we're going to be getting more higher gear equipment inside there. So of course, a secret shot level 10, which is the one that most people are at. I think. Wait, no, higher than that. But yeah, secret shot level 10. Probability of receiving level 41 equipment has been reduced by 48%, and the probability of receiving level 55 equipment has been increased by 85%, and like so forth. Even on the lower levels of the shop as well. They're just upping the higher level equipment and lowering the lower level equipment, so you get more chances of getting good gear. Skill enhanced improvements. I think this is a very nice touch. I'm very big on just small quality of life UI improvements. It just makes life easier. I was never a big fan of how you had to like go down that little list and like see exactly like what you had to get. Now it's all displayed on the screen for you in a very nice fashion, so you can see +1 here, you need this, +3 right here, +6 all the way down here, you need all of that, and so forth. So skill improvements have been made to the skill enhanced screen. Players can now more easily see the skill enhanced materials needed and the improvements. I think this is a very nice touch. And on top of that, players can now exchange Molagros on the screen enhanced screen instead of having to go to the shop. That is a very nice quality of life change just for a faster paced experience. When you're just trying to do your skill ups, you don't have to go all the way out, go to the shop, get the Molagoro, and then do what you're trying to do. They got an exchange button right here. You could just use a few of your Molagoras, and you could get the Molagoro that you need, so you can keep going with your skill enhancement without leaving the screen, without leaving it. That's very good. Some others improvements and bugs. There was nothing really big here. Oh, this one, I thought this one was interesting though. An issue that calls only one effect to trigger with a passive skill and a revive are triggered at the same time has been fixed. This issue occurred if Kairon, Sven, or Vildred receive death, including damage, when they have the revive effect. Immortal will be applied first for Kairon, and 7 revive will be maintained. So basically, they're fixing that glitch where like they only come back like once, because it like it took one. It basically took both at the same time rather than taking one and applying one faster. So no more of that. So yeah, you're gonna have to deal with them a little bit more. So that's definitely improving those characters a little bit. I thought that was very interesting though. Here's some monster improvements. Issue with some job rates. Some missions. It says missions quests have not yet been unlocked will display as a story yet unknown. The logic used when selecting the stage where urgent missions occur have been adjusted. Excluding the first chapter of each continent, urgent missions will occur in previous chapters. Oh yeah, this one I thought was a bad thing, but it is really not. It says the drop rate for 3-star. Oh no, not this one. It's the one further down. The drop rate for 3-star penguins will, when completing eliminated penguins, have been increased. So that's good. The amount of gold that can be obtained from the bounty has been increased as well. That's also good. This is a very good improvement. Improvements have been made so there's a chance for players to obtain level 51 through 81 heroic and epic accessories like treasure collection charms and emergency rings from Goblin Gates. Yes. So if you've been skipping Goblin Gate because you didn't want that heroic level 44 boots or whatever, don't be skipping them now, because you got a chance to get level 81 heroic and epic accessories, guys. Like, that's big. That's big. I mean, who knows how big the chance is, but I'm not passing that chance up like that. A chance for an epic accessory. That's, whew. Yeah, I like that a lot. Adjustments have been made so that instead of rank, the number of points are displayed in the win rate log in the arena info. There's a change to a description in the Abyss. Side story. Yeah, there was an issue for the exchange shop. It didn't match some of the dialogue. What they changed for the guild. It said the issue calls for greetings to display incorrectly in a warning screen. Pops up and tries to change your greeting has been fixed. Okay. The shop. The components of the Bookmark Bundle in the normal shop have been adjusted. So this is what I thought for a minute. Was like, I was like, oh, this isn't good. But when I looked back and I looked at the rate is basically the same. So before, you used to get 50 Covenant bookmarks and 3 1-star penguins, 1 per element. Now they're giving 50 Covenant bookmarks and 400 stigma. And I was like, oh, that's not good. I can't get the penguins. I was like, okay, let's look at the conversion rate here. With 400 stigma, if you go to your sanctuary, you can indeed get 3 penguins. Now, it won't be one, you're not guaranteed to get 1 per element anymore, but you can at least get those 3 1-star penguins. Because, like, the point, if I'm getting the bookmarks, I'm obviously going to be summoning on the hero, so let me get the penguins instead of the stigma so I can level them up. But it's pretty even exchange rate. And if you got the that part of the sanctuary filled with orbises, then it's even less. I think it's like 3 and some change ratio. So it's actually not that bad. Like, you almost get 4 penguins with like how much stigma that is. You like missing, like, I have to believe like 12 stigma is all you're missing for another penguin from that stigma. So it's actually not that bad of a exchange rate, actually, if you wanted to still get your penguins with the bookmarks. Let's see. So, package. Adjustments have been made to the sale period and start time of the newbie packet and rising star packet. If you already met these criteria before the update, the pack will be sold for 14 days following the update. Okay. So, if you haven't bought the newbie packet and the rising star packet, basically it's saying I think they're saying if you're above this level, you got 14 days to get it. So if you're ever thinking about getting those packs, I think these are like the cheap packs, just to get you started on some stuff. If you're ever thinking about them, go ahead and pick them up, because they are going to be going for you within that time limit. Let's see. Oh yeah, so the daily energy is also going up. It's going from 80 to 100, so that's just another good change. More energy, no problems with that. Let's see. Oh, this improvement I think is very nice too. So improvements have been made to help details in Spirit Altar Challenge. Improvements have been made for the text display to Adventure Path. But this is the big one right here. Improvements have been made so that players can view the support hero level, awakening, and grade from the user info window. So from here, you can see like everything the person has. So I'm like, okay, when people like friend request you, I'm like, okay, do they have like a bus driver I can use? I'm like, oh cool, they got a Vildred. And you never can see like the level of the Vildred. You just see that they got Vildred. You never see like the awakenings. And all of a sudden I get the Vildred and it's a level like 17 Vildred just sitting in there. And I'm like, oh, that's not helpful at all. But yeah, so now you can see the level that he have and the amount of awakenings that they have as well. I think that's a very good change. So you aren't getting people that aren't going to be helpful in your friends. Like, of course, if you're a friend or you just want to help somebody out, there's always a thing as well. But if you're looking to have like some people that can just help you farm a little bit easier, without worrying about exactly what level they are, instead of friending them and then finding out the hard way like I did a couple of times, you just know right then and there. So things are very good change. Also, the specialty menu has been changed to skill enhance the heroes in the lobby. So now you can skill enhance right from the lobby. So if this is your main team and in the lobby, skill enhance is right there. And lastly, the improvement has been made so that players can view how many items they currently have from the skill description of materials. So not only just from energy, but from other things as well. You can see that it says 78 owned right there now, and the charge time. So it's just letting you know, even though it says it right there, I guess I just want to let you know inside of the box when you click on it as well for some reason. But still, interesting change. We are also having a Goblin challenge once again. So of course you gotta clear this 6-1 story part first to unlock the challenge. But of course you're gonna be getting 50 gold per time that we clear it. Usually, I think this is the one that's here for a few days, and you could just clear it every day for a few days. So yeah, that's coming back. We got a buff event happening once again, guys. So episode 2 has finally arrived. Celebrate episode 2 with some special buffs. So this is a 3-part time buff, round 1, 2, and 3, from Thursday through Sunday. We're going to be getting a 30% extra gold and experience buff. So gold and experience buff for us for that time period. So that's good as well. And of course they are bringing back the Molagora pack for you guys that do like to spend money on the game. I know one of the Molagora packs is like one of the most sought off packs that people like to get, definitely. I usually don't get it, but I know a lot of people definitely like this pack. Now, one pack I do use that they're actually bringing back because we are getting a level increase I use this like if I'm like down for like a limited unit, this is the only pack that I really buy. Is the rank up pack. It's the limited one-time account pack. They're bringing it back. So once you reach level 65, you're going to be able to get 4,000 Sky Stones as well as 8 Molagors. Usually this pack is, believe the first one was like $24.99 or $29.99, and then the second one was $50, like $49.99. So I believe this one, but I don't think they're going to go higher than that. So this one may be $49.99 as well. I don't think this is bad at all. I think this is nice. Like I said, I only really get this pack if there's a limited unit I really want, and I'm just a little bit down and I need it. Sometimes I'll get this pack. And I think that's it. Yeah. So this pack, these notes are pretty good. We do have a lot going on. Of course, we got 2 new units. We have the start of episode 2. We don't have the crafting system in the game yet. Of course, we got the new side story happening, which isn't technically a side story. It's the new world difficulty for episode 1. It's very weird how they're doing it, but it's interesting at the same time. So yeah, there's definitely a lot going on, and there's only more to come. Remember, they said they're going to be releasing stuff iteration on the weekly basis or 2-week basis, something like that. We're going to be getting something like big like this month, like I believe like every week. Also, I remember they were saying like, we're supposed to have a bunch of 3 to 4 stars. So if it's within the period that if it's within this chapter or episode, we should be seeing them soon. Because we got 2 chapters this week, so I wonder if we're going to be getting 2 chapters next week and then so forth, or is that going to be like 2 chapters every like 2 weeks or 2 chapters every month. But either way, we should be expecting more 3 to 4 stars coming in the future as well for this episode, just to expand upon the roster of characters that we have, which I think is very good. And of course, we're starting off with the new character that they have. What was his name again? Khawazu. Yeah, so we're starting off with Khawazu, who is a connection hero, and he's also going to be part of the Covenant summonings as well. Anyway, guys, that's all I got for this one. If you like anything I had to say, drop me a like. I greatly appreciate it. And if you want to see more from me, follow me on my socials. As always, my name is DaikenXDan, and I'll see y'all next time. Signing out.